intellectual rivalries in all of college football. The two showcase programs from the state of Utah. This game has had its share of fights, it's had its share of feuds. At times it has been a figurative and near literal war. Most, something about it still feels holy. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Utah Utes offense will get the first swing of the game. This series always seems to come right down to the final few plays, and last time they met, it was Utah pulling it out.
Utah made the plays when they needed to win a big rivalry game. Jesse, they executed better than BYU.
That's a good way to put it, David, because Utah is a program that every year they focus on the small details, and when the game was on the line, that's when they executed best.
It's a runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Creates a little space. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Utes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Going to swing it on second down. Snagged out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. And the Utes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And they corral him at the 2-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's the handoff. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be 3rd down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And how about this defense? Not getting frustrated. They've given up a bunch of yards. You're down in your scoring area, but nice job bowing your neck on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down, not getting frustrated. Good job focusing by this defense.
4th and 1. I think everybody in the stadium knew what was coming. It was going to be QB sneak, trying to get some push. Quarterback, see if you can find a crease. Pick up the 1st. Keep the drive alive.
The Utes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utah!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the BYU Cougars offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability?
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. The linebacker comes right at the gut, gets the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
On the option. Now the toss. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
Playing the option meant consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Back to work with this 7-0 lead. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. He'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab on the left. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. First down here for the offense. He'll take it himself. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
To the air on 2nd down. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration. And the Utes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback. 44.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Lyle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Right on the money. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. BYU has this offense clicking. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Lyle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cougars can really attack on this second and short. Wants to keep it in the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Soft spot in the middle. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Cougars getting set on first and 10. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. To the air on first down. On the run, still looking. He'll throw it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got it in the middle. It's Lyle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to...
Try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Field goal is good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete to the right.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Utes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Swings it out to the flat. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before...
Breaks into the open. Got it out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching plan.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
That's a bang-bang play, three-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
And the Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Looking for the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on second and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Here comes the offense on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throwing right. And they can't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. It's a seam wide open. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's good. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
For wide wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quick strike complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Buying some time. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. North Texas has some work to do. There's no other way to put it. But the mantra of this program is hard hats, hard work. And if they can chip away here, they may be able to pull this out. They're trailing by just 4 to East Carolina. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Wants to throw on first down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. Starting in 1971, the Beehive Boot was established to determine the best team from the state of Utah. The boot itself, estimated to be well over 100 years old. And it's picked off for the third time today. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Beehive Boot is on the line, and already BYU and Utah have given us some stirring moments. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's send it back to our guys in the booth to see how the battle between Utah and BYU plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Utes will kick it off to start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Got it set up on the outside. Sweet cut there. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the third down pass is incomplete. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Utes want to crank the tempo. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Finds his back in the middle. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Love the work by the running back on that drop play. He sold like he was going to be pass blocking. At the last second, got the handoff and right away put his foot in the ground to get upfield.
Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll leave it with him. Still on his feet. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utah! No midseason concentration wraps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And Utah is starting to assert itself and seize command of this rivalry by building a big lead.
And the Utes are always ready. This is the team that you can always depend on. Rivalry game, week in, week out. They're built, they know who they are, they're disciplined, they're tough, and that's why they're winning this football game.
And I feel like Utah is also one of those teams that's just ready to pounce, right? They're ready for you to make a mistake, and then they take advantage of it, and that's what they've been able to do in this game. They came in with a good game plan, and they are executing.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Won the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
They kick it away on fourth down. He's got it. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. He leaves it with his back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
On fourth down, going to the air. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Send the tight end in motion. Got him downfield. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Grabbed behind the line. It's line. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Fakes to grab. Spins away from the defender. Turning it on. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. BYU coming to the line with first and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's good. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Back to pass on second down. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Cougars. Short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
And after the extra point, it's a one-possession game, down 21-13. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Got the first down and more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. In the final period of this one. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. It's all.
Got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
This time it's complete. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Here's goes this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw. It's Bostic. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. The Utes will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, BYU.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Working that left side now. He is denied, stopped short of the goal line, trying to tie the game, and he will not get the 2-point conversion. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 7. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it, and the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. This defense forcing them to throw into tight windows. They need another stop on 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Bostic. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Firing to the right, complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game?
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Well, with hindsight being what it is, 2020, you might have been better off just to try to get the yard. Instead, you really put yourself in a bad situation just eating it on that blitz.
Maybe just being a little too aggressive offensively, right, Reese? I mean, you're in a 3rd-and-1 situation.
They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. The eyes now turn to the defense to see whether they can keep this lead intact late in the 4th. On the move, it's Hawk. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And the defense has a big decision to make here. You've got the lead. It's late in the game, 4th quarter, critical 4th down. Are you going to sit back and play safe in coverage, or do you want to get aggressive and get after the quarterback here if you're anticipating pass?
So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now they've taken the lead in the final 2 minutes and set the stage for a great finish. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Got him up for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Passing situation, what do I want to do? I want to bring more guys that can cover guys on the outside. Nice job by this defense, running the dime package, more DBs on the field to match up with all these speedy wide receivers.
Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Looking to throw, it's Bostic. Got his man on the right. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. And the Utes with the 1st and 10. Looking for a gap, it's Van Buren. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Utes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And this offense tries to run and unsuccessfully. Nice defense up front. Nice job playing the run and the pass in a passing type.
Touchdown, Utes! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off-play action on first down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game, the defense knows they're going to throw the football. First down, they get sacked. Second down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on third down.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Couldn't find a man, just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on fourth down. Pressure coming. And down he goes. Not sure about putting the quarterback in harm's way there, but that's going to do it. They were certainly feeling the spirit in this edition of the Holy War, and it is the Utes who take the crown in this one. Thanks so much for spending some time with us.